Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Johnny 2B. The title card that was in memory of Barry was about exactly 7.5 years ago to the date when this was written. That's why I had the title card. Again, I'm Johnny 2B.
And I'm Hopeless Romance.
And we bring our fine fan fiction, Chapter 10, Los Angeles and the Dukes and Duchess's royal birth. We had a dedication card, and also I'm thanking Janeri at the time for letting me use her character. Here we go, Chapter 10, Los Angeles and the Dukes and Duchess's royal birth. A Myline King Simba's pride.
Johnny was sad when he had to sell Copa to the LA Zoo, but it had to be done. He personally rented a truck to ship Copa himself. That night he drove back into the back of the LA Zoo where the animals were brought in. Copa was asleep by his own accord.
Johnny didn't have him sedated for the trip, which took him several hours from Las Vegas Zoo. From his Las Vegas casino to the LA Zoo. Good evening, Mr. 2B, said the administrator of the zoo.
The zoo staff came out to receive Copa. As they carried the sleeping lion away, Johnny waved goodbye one last time.
Make sure Copa is taken care of, Johnny said to the administrator. Don't worry, Mr. 2B. He's in good hands.
Copa awoke to a very smoggy day at the Los Angeles Zoo. He was having trouble breathing slightly. He looked around and noticed he was in another zoo.
This must be the LA Zoo I heard about, Copa thought. He looked around and saw 2 lions sleeping. Copa pattered over to where they were sleeping.
Hello, he cautiously said.
Both the male lion and the female woke up. Hey, what's up, man? The male lion said in a Los Angeles Valley accent.
You must be like the new guy. Hi there, my name is Copa.
Put her there, dude. My name is Lionel, and this is like my mate Cookie, yo. Copa shook Lionel and Cookie's paws.
So, Lionel, I heard there was a lion by the name of Scar living here.
Well, dude, we heard from the giraffes next door that the Scar character was sickly dying of cancer, dude, and he was transferred out there to the San Diego Zoo, for he was transferred up here to there, for show. We heard this cool kitty was up there in the north of San Francisco, dude. Lionel explained.
Yes, I see. I already met her mate when I was in San Francisco, Copa said. Just then, a young, beautiful girl with tan skin, brown eyes, brown hair, white coat with the LA Zoo insignia on it, came in with a stethoscope and other medical equipment into the enclosure. Hello there. My name is Dr. Gennare, but you can call me Nicole. I'm here to see the new lion Copa and make sure your myocardial is okay, she said with a cheery smile. Copa froze as he was scared, not sure what she meant. It's okay, Copa. I just want to make sure you're a perfectly healthy lion. Copa untensed as he let her approach.
Nicole checked her heart and looked over his ears inside his mouth. She wrote notes and studied him carefully into her medical log.
Okay, Copa, you're physically healthy with a thumbs up. However, you don't seem mentally happy. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe you just don't belong here. As she was putting a finger to her chin. Oh well, you passed your inspection. See you around, Copa, she said with a cheer and a wave.
Nicole left the enclosure to find her next patient. A few minutes later, 3 guys had been walking around the zoo while on their lunch break. 2 of them wearing snack stand uniforms, while the other one was wearing a security guard uniform with a police gun on his left holster. Like I was saying, he must be punished. That's the only way he'll learn, Barry said to Steve with a grin. If you say so, Barry, as Steve was cleaning his glasses. The 3 of them passed the lion enclosure. Alan's security guard noticed the new one that looked kind of depressed to him. Hey there, we got a new one, Alan said. Watch this. He took out his gun, pointed out the gun, waving it at Copa. Copa put his paws over his eyes. Barry and Alan were laughing at the situation. Come on, that's not nice, Alan, Steve said as he was the voice of reason to the group. And Steve looked at Copa and saw that he looked depressed. Hey guys, he looks depressed as it is. What do you mean, Steve? Barry asked. Well, he doesn't seem like he belongs here, Steve says. What do you suppose we do then? Alan asked. We'll steal him out of here, Barry said. Besides, the zoo owes me some money, as they'll be their punishment. Then what? Steve asked. Send back to the zoo, his home of Africa, of course, piped in Alan. And I have connections to charter him back to Africa since I'm an actor and all, Barry chimed in. How do you suppose we do that? Asked Steve. Just leave him up to us, Steve, Alan said. Meet us back at the zoo around 7 p.m. with your big old machine around back, Barry said. Just then, as they were walking back to work, Nicole saw them and approached them.
I don't know what you 3 are planning to do, but if it's about the new lion, I want in, or I'm telling, she said with a stern warning.
Barry and Alan gave a knowing grin at each other and turned to Nicole and said, Okay, you're in! That evening, Steve got his old 1954 Chevy around back of the zoo and waited. Barry and Alan and Nicole came out with Copa. No one knows how they did it and how they got the line to the car, but they're right in them. To the Sunset Strip, driver! Barry was laughing as he poked holes in the ceiling of the roof of the soft cloth liner of the old car. The 4 humans and Copa went down the Sunset Strip playing LA Woman on the radio. Copa was looking out the window of the famous Sunset Strip, looking out at all the nightclubs that were passing along the way and seeing all the people on the street. He was enjoying the Doors playing on the radio.
Steve drove the gang to LAX where Barry met his contact on one of the smaller airstrips. They said their respective goodbyes to Copa.
Little did they know, Copa was being flown back to Africa and released into the wild where the group of poachers were setting to an expedition to hunt illegal game.
Meanwhile, back in the Pride Lands,
Ashanti had given birth to a neon green eye, sandy colored girl cub they decided to name Harry.
You may come in now and see your beautiful baby daughter, Mr. Starfire, Birdie said.
Me Too sprinted to see his wife and daughter. Nala was there as she saw her brother come into the cave.
Well, little brother, I guess you're a dad now, Nala said with a cheer. Congratulations, me too. She'll be a great huntress one day, Simba said as he walked in to see the baby. I think you're right, Simba. Thanks.
Meanwhile, Kiara and Kovu were now teen lionesses and had fallen in love with each other as they grew older. Simba and Nala had decided that they would be betrothed to each other. Both of them were learning how to hunt from Tojo today, while Colonel Kula and Snowy were patrolling for Simba today. Cliffhanger, that, my friends, is the end of Chapter 10, Los Angeles and the Dukes and Duchess's Royal Birth. I'm Johnny Tooby.
And I'm Hopeless Romance.
And here we go, Chapter 10. And all music belongs to The Doors, Jim Morrison, and Ray Manzarek. And all art belongs to you, Hopeless Romance, and anything non-recognizable belongs to me. Again, this was in memory of Barry, who passed away about 7.5 years to the day. Thank you, and have a good night.